Hi there, it's Coach Kenneth, and today I want to talk to you about the struggles of intimacy. Okay, so what am I talking about here? I am actually talking about an internal struggle that everybody has with feeling a conflict of wanting freedom versus wanting love and intimacy. Okay, think about that for a minute. Freedom is on one end of the spectrum, love and intimacy is on the other, right? We're constantly trying to balance this. So, the reason that I want to teach you guys about this is that the benefit of this is that understanding this can help you and your partners tremendously. Okay, and here's how. If you start to understand this, conflict that goes on within you, you can better manage your behaviors, right? You can say to yourself, wow, I've been kind of clingy with her lately, and I've been calling her a lot more, texting her a lot more, and she's taking a lot longer to answer me. I better back away and give her a little space, right? Or you could take, you take a look at your partner's behavior and you say, wow, they seem to be needing a lot more attention lately, so let me give them some extra attention. They must feel like, anxious that I'm going to abandon them or leave them. So, you start to look at these things in the relationship, and by being able to monitor them, you can really make your relationship thrive. Okay, I got an email here from James that kind of talks about what I wanted to talk about today. And he said, I can't get close to my girlfriend. Whenever I tell her how much I love her, she pushes me away. Right? So, what do I do to get her back? I'll do anything. So, as we can see here, James is well on his way to starring in a Lifetime movie. Or creating one. James, slow it down here, buddy. I can see you're starting to have a lot of separation anxiety, and what guys tend to do when they get anxious is they start to freak out and get really irrational, and we don't want you to do that, okay? So let's take a look at this. You're feeling anxious right now, you're feeling lonely, you're getting the separation anxiety, and you think that you have to do something to get her back. This grand gesture, or buy her something, or call her more, or text her more. Well, when you do that, let's take a look at the other end of this, okay? Alright, so here we have the opposite side of the spectrum where she's already feeling smothered, engulfed, and trapped. Okay? Think about a time when your relationship with somebody, her or somebody else, where you felt trapped. You felt smothered. What would you do? You would just push away involuntarily. I need space. I gotta get away. You would stop calling them. Maybe you'd even break up with them. Okay, so let's take a look at James here. Alright, so James thinks he has to do something to get this girl back because he's got this anxiety. Now this girl is already feeling smothered and trapped. What James is thinking he should do is ultimately trying to trap her even more, trying to cling to her even harder, right? And that's just going to chase her away. I mean, think about Pepe Le Pew, right? Remember Pepe Le Pew? He would grab the girl and hold her and pull her close and go nuts trying to pull this girl in, and she would always try and get away, right? Then, that's like a mild form of it. But you got, some extreme forms we've seen in movies, famous movies, like it puts the lotion in the basket type behavior, like crazy like that, yeah. Because rejection breeds obsession. And there's actually like parts of our brain that get triggered when we are rejected. So we start becoming really irrational and obsessive. And women are always going to kind of test you in this relationship because they want to see that you are confident and that you are secure. That's like the ultimate attractive behavior is confidence. Now, what does confidence mean? It's appearing certain. Okay? You don't have to feel certain as long as you appear that way. Right? As long as your behavior appears to be certain. So if your girlfriend says, she wants to leave you, you just say to her, look, that's not what I want. I love you. But, you know, if that's what you need to do, then I'm okay, but I'd rather work it out. See, that's confident. And that's actually more attractive. You might be thinking, well, doesn't she need to know how much you love her? No, you just told her. You just told her that, and that's all you do. You explain that you want to work it out, but let them have their space. And if you don't freak out when they do that, you don't start crying and begging and pleading and making those mistakes that we've all made, right? We've all been there. And you give her that space, she will most likely come back to you. Even if there's another guy in the picture, that guy will probably wind up messing it up anyway. So, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to try and control these girls more. Because the more you try and control them, the more they're going to slip away. You know, you try and tell them what to do, where to go. Don't go here. Don't go there. I always hear girls complaining to me. Oh, he says I can't go there. I can't do this. I can't do that. And you know what happens? It's not long before they leave. Right? The guy's very thing that he was trying to stop from happening, he actually caused to happen. So there's some irony in there. So, be confident. Appear confident. If your girlfriend needs space, give it to her. You know, take your own space. Think about it, you know, and think about if you want a partner or what kind of partner you want, okay? And one thing that I did come across that I wanted to share with you is that you can actually see this struggle of intimacy and this internal conflict of wanting freedom and wanting intimacy and love in songs. And one song that I heard leading up to me filming this was Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And you know the song where she says, women, they will come and they will go, right? And it was about her breakup with Lindsey Buckingham, who was in Fleetwood Mac. So she was singing about him in this song. And as a result, they wrote a very famous song about it from his perspective, which is you can go your own way. Right? So you take a look at it. It's really cool when you think about it. But you can see it in characters in movies. You can see it in songs and everywhere. You might even have a couple of examples and want to share them yourself. But that's all I wanted to share in this video. So keep this in mind. I'm going to talk more about this stuff in the future because it's really going to help you guys, help your relationship thrive and grow, okay? So go to my website, askcraig.net, and if you want to do an email with me or book a coaching session, I can help you out that way. But just go to the website, askcraig.net, and I will talk with you soon.